taking on the Washington Commanders. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Panthers 60, Panthers 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 18, Pioneer. 19, tight, 9.
Throwing right away is Daniels. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going to the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field. He's got one complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 50, trap 50. Cup 19, Cup 19. 18, go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Warriors, 19, top, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19.
Here's Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cowboy 8, 70 range, Dragon 60.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have struck first in this NFC title game. Jake Moody now for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted.
Jake Moody to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. On play action. Now McCarthy. And got his man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that have been tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. For about 4. 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Got no man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Yards to go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. And he fires one incomplete.
Daniels pass.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
There's a short one pulled in by Simic. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there and he did a lot of that on that play.
60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cup 79. Rack, go.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Daniels. That is caught. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Manning, he hits him in stride. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 14, Vikings 3.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
McCarthy off the play fake. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards gets a 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Brings up 4th down.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
Good, Buffalo
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18, 5, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
60 Bobcats, Mustang Knights, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. They complete it to Hill. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
65, 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 7 Warriors, 70. 79 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now McCarthy. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Viking 18. Dragon 60. Mustang 19, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight, go!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Vikings 10. Jake Moody to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Jake Moody to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And a Commanders first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
18, Rattler. Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. 19, Lions. 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
19 tight. 19, Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. So no run here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead grows to 14 and 24 to 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On play action, McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
And they're on 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just set up 3 except certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Cup 19, Lions. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 79, Broncos. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short one pulled in by the center. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards.
Big time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. Cougar 19, 18, Chop 50, Chop 75, 18, Cup 19, Cup ready.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the air with McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hackinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and
throwing again, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Get your money out. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl, resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 lock, Cup 19. Buffalo 8, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing now is Daniels. That is going to step up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
To throw is Daniels. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's into the hands of Oliver. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
McCarthy going to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
19 Charger.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Here we go. His fourth down.
Loss of 11 yards. And it's fourth down.
Well, indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 18, Pilot, Cup 19. 19, Lion. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Now Daniels. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Now McCarthy. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs, as we say thank you for watching and good night.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.